I'm Aqua Alex, and you're watching Aqua Alex Live. Let's learn about tropical fish today. Hello, tropical fish keepers. Welcome to Life in the Amazon right here on Aqua Alex Live. I'm your host, Aqua Alex Cardinelli. I hope you're having a great week thus far and are ready for the weekend. I apologize for starting 15 minutes late. I've been having some technical issues. However, me starting late only disrupts my live audience. I appreciate everyone who is watching today's video, whether you're a live viewer or you watched a replay of today's episode. I greatly appreciate it. So this week I had an amazing week as a tropical fish keeper because I picked up some new fish. And on Tuesday, I did a trade at the local fish store. I traded in my pair of silver arowanas, my red Oscar, and my Jack Dempsey, and my suncat, and a golden lepidopteris. And in return, I got a male female pair of green severums. So we'll see if they'll breed for me. That would be pretty cool. I always like large adult severums, so it was awesome getting them. And then on Wednesday, I got a baby juvenile Temensis peacock bass. I am a big cichlid lover. I love peacock bass. And then yesterday, my Christmas presents came in. I have never had freshwater wolffish before, and I am very fortunate now to say that I am keeping some wolffish. I got a juvenile red rainbow wolffish who is less than 2 inches, so he's in a tank, a big tank by himself, so he'll grow really quickly when I power feed him and do a lot of water changes. And I got a very gorgeous gold wolffish who has a lot of coloration, very active wolffish living happily in my 75-gallon display until he gets moved into 180 with the other fish. So I'm going to have videos of my wolffish up this week, and I'm really excited about that. But back onto the main topic. Today I present to you my third installment of Life in the Amazon. The first two episodes have been phenomenal, and I'm going to continue putting out amazing episodes of Life in the Amazon. If you missed the first two episodes, just go to my playlist on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinelli. Go to Aqua Alex Live or the Life in the Amazon playlist and listen to my first two episodes. Today, we are going to talk about the oddballs, the aquatic animals from South America that have a lot of characteristics and personality. I'm going to talk about animals like the pink river dolphin, plecos, and so much more. So I'm going to tell you about the most unique South American aquatic creatures today. This is going to be a rather fun video. So, viewers, which aquatic animals do you think are most unique in South America? Let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, post them in the comments and the chat as well, and I will answer your questions. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. And the first animal we are going to talk about, most people think of these animals as being a saltwater creature, but there is a species that does live in fresh water, and it does live in the Amazon, and that is the Amazon river dolphin, also known as the pink dolphin. It's kind of a hideous but cute creature. I am a big fan of dolphins, And the fact that there are some that do live in freshwater and the Amazon, it is pretty cool in my book. Now, the Amazon river dolphin, also known as the pink river dolphin or boto, lives only in freshwater. It is found throughout much of the Amazon and Orinoco river basins in Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, and Venezuela. It is a relatively abundant freshwater citizen with an estimated population in the tens of thousands. However, it is classified as vulnerable in certain areas due to dams that fragment and threaten certain populations, and from other threats such as contamination of rivers and lakes. So dams are really hurting the Amazon river dolphin population, sadly. The Amazon river dolphin is the largest species of river dolphin, with adult males reaching 408 pounds in weight and up to 8.2 feet in length. Adults acquire a pink color, more prominent in males, giving it its nickname pink river dolphin. Dolphins feed on piranhas, catfish, tetras, and other small fish, as well as river turtles and crabs. The Amazon river dolphin are commonly seen singly or in twos, but may also occur in pods that rarely contain more than 8 individuals. Pods as large as 37 individuals have been seen in the Amazon, but the average is 3. During prey time, as many as 35 pink dolphins work together to obtain their prey. So 35 dolphins will try to catch fish to eat them. Pretty cool. And if you do ever take a trip to South America, like Peru or Brazil, they actually let you swim with the Amazon river dolphins, pink dolphins. That would be a pretty cool vacation in my book, because I get to see the exotic tropical fish species that live there, but also get to experience freshwater river dolphins. You know how rare freshwater river dolphins are? To be able to say that you swam with freshwater river dolphins in the Amazon, that is incredible. So if I ever get to go to South America, I definitely will swim with Amazon river dolphins as well as fish in the Amazon waters to see some of the exotic creatures that are there, including our tropical fish. All right, now we're going to head to our next aquatic creature that is unique from South America and the Amazon River, and it is a type of amphibian, and it is the only amphibian on today's show. And it is this unorthodox and creepy looking toad. This is called a pipa toad, also known as a Suriname toad. It is available to be kept as a pet. Most reptile and amphibian stores will sell them online, and I'm pretty sure your local fish store or pet store can special order them. They are a pretty unorthodox looking creature. They are found in Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, French Guyana, Peru, Suriname, Trinidad, Tobago, and Venezuela. Its natural habitats are subtropical or tropical moist lowland forest, subtropical or tropical swamps, freshwater marshes, and intermediate freshwater marshes. The common Suriname toad is similar in appearance to a mottled brown leaf and is almost completely flat. Its feet are broadly webbed with the front toes having small star-like appendages. Their skin color is mostly light brown with some darker spots on the back so they can easily avoid predators. The head of the Pipa Pipa has a very flat appearance and is triangular. It also has very small black eyes that are located on the top of their head. These are not only the different characteristics, the toads have very long fingers that end in four star-shaped lobes. The Suriname toad has no teeth and no tongue whatsoever, which is kind of interesting for an aquatic creature. The Suriname toad is found in slow-moving streams and rivers throughout South America. The Pipa Pipa toad are omnivores, meaning that their diet consists mostly of invertebrates such as worms, crustaceans, and small fish. The toad has sensory organs in the fingertips, which help them catch their prey. Suriname toads are best known for their reproductive habits. Unlike the majority of toads, the males of this species do not attract mates with croaks or other sounds often associated with these aquatic animals. Instead, they produce a sharp clicking sound by snapping their hyoid bone in their throats. The clicking sound of the Pipa Pipa toad resembles metallic noises. The average rate of these clicks is 4 clicks per second, consisting of blocks of 10 to 20 seconds per period. Therefore, the male will grab the front legs of the female, causing the cleosha and the skin of the female to swell. This is called the amplex. The partners rise from the floor while in amplex and flip through the water in arcs. The couple will swim around in the water until they have to swim to the surface to catch their breath. Afterwards, they will swim back down to the bottom of the water. There, the male will lay on his back with the female on top of him on her stomach. During each arc, the female releases 3 to 10 eggs, which gets embedded in the skin on her back by the male's movements. And this can happen up to 10 times. And the Pipa Pipa toad actually carries the eggs and the baby on the back of the female Pipa Pipa toad. That is very, very interesting in my book. All right, so now we're going to talk about an aquatic creature from South America that is kind of disgusting. It's a giant rodent, and I personally am not a fan of rodents. I find rodents disgusting. I think rodents are dirty and nasty animals, but these are in the wild and they are where they belong, in the wild. So now I am going to talk about the capybara. The capybara is a very large rodent in South America. It is an aquatic mammal, making it an aquatic rodent. The capybara are related to guinea pigs. They can grow up to 3 or 4 feet in length, so they are a giant rodent. Imagine a huge rodent. They can weigh up to 80 to 150 pounds. So capybaras are semi-aquatic mammals found throughout almost all countries of South America except Chile. They live in densely forested areas near bodies of water such as lakes, rivers, swamps, ponds, and marshes, as well as flooded savanna and along rivers in the tropical rainforest. They are superb swimmers and can hold their breath underwater for up to 5 minutes at a time. Capybara have flourished in cattle ranches. Capybaras are herbivores, grazing mainly on grasses and aquatic plants, as well as fruit and tree bark. Now, here is a really disgusting fact on the capybara. They actually eat their own crap. They eat their own shit. They eat their own poop, which is absolutely disgusting. So, as to the fact that it's a giant rodent and the fact that it eats its own poop is absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. But the capybara does serve a purpose in the Amazon. It is the caiman, the black caiman, which we talked about last week, and the green anaconda's favorite aquatic mammal. The capybara is usually killed and eaten by the black caiman and the anaconda, and any dead carcasses are eaten by the piranha. So the capybara, a very unique aquatic creature from South America, but certainly not one of my favorite aquatic creatures from South America. Shout out to my friend Jeff who's watching us live. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. I had a wonderful day and I'm enjoying my broadcast so far. All right. So the next species of aquatic creatures that comes from South America is actually a species of tropical fish. And this species of tropical fish is very popular in the aquarium hobby. You'll see it in a lot of different pet stores, and a lot of aquarium hobbyists like to get this fish in their aquarium to take care of the substrate. So the next species we're going to talk about is Geophagus, aka earth eaters. Geophagus, one of my personal favorite cichlid species. These are cichlids that mainly live in South America, as far south as Argentina and Uruguay, but there are some that live in Peru, Brazil, and Colombia as well. They are found in a wide range of freshwater habitats. They are part of a group popularly known as earth eaters and mostly feed by picking up mouthfuls of sediment to sift out food items such as inverts, plant material, and detritus. So geophagus is just a broad term when it comes to earth eaters because there are many different types of geophagus species. The largest species reach up to 11 inches in standard length. They're often kept in aquariums in the aquarium hobby. And like I said, they are a very popular fish. So some species of geophagus include the redhead Tapajos geophagus, Geophagus abalos. What else is out there? The red hump geophagus, Geophagus brassinilis. Then you've got the Satan perca geophagus, which are my personal favorite. Pictured on the screen right now is a Santa Perca leacustica, which is my favorite type of earth eater. And the fact that they constantly pick at the substrate is a unique characteristic only done in the cichlid family by the Geophagus species. Very, very cool fish, very popular in the aquarium hobby. And when I get a bigger tank, I will add a Santa Perca leacustica to my South American display tank. Very, very beautiful fish. All right. So the next species we're going to talk about is another species of tropical fish. As a matter of fact, this is the only species that comes from the Americas. The other species of this fish are from Africa and Australia, and they're just as amazing as this species. You know, I'm a guy that loves monster fish, and as much as I love monster fish, I love oddball fish and fish with characteristics and personality. And the fish I'm going to talk about has all those in one and more. And that is this beautiful South American lungfish. So the picture you're looking at right now is actually the juvenile stage of a South American lungfish. The juvenile South American lungfish is a black body covered with gold dots, and they're very gorgeous at that size. Very, very pretty fish, but as they mature, they turn ugly, but still a pretty cool, unorthodox, predatory fish. So the South American lungfish is the only lungfish found in Americas. It lives in the slow-moving waters of the Amazon, Paraguay, and lower Parana river basins in South America. The South American lungfish have adapted to cope with both droughts and floods, and um, they're able to survive the dry season as well, which is pretty cool. The immature juvenile lungfish is spotted with a gold on a black background. In the adult, this fades to a brown or gray coloration. Juvenile lungfish feed on insect larvae and snails, while adults are omnivorous, adding algae and shrimp to their diets, crushing them with their heavily mineralized tooth plates. The fish's usual habitats disappear during the dry season, so they burrow into the mud and make a chamber about 12 to 20 inches down, leaving a few holes to surface for air. During this avastation, they produce a layer of mucus to seal in moisture and slow their metabolism down greatly. When the rainy season begins, they come out and begin to mate. The parents build a nest for the young, which resemble tadpoles and have four external gills. So they are very much just like the African and Australian lungfish, but they just come from South America. Pretty cool and interesting species of fish, if you ask me. All right, next is another species of tropical fish. This is one that I've never kept before, but I definitely would like to keep in the future. It's a small growing predatory species of fish, but what it has is awesome. It has the ability to disguise itself and attack small prey. And it grows to usually about 4 to 6 inches, so it stays relatively small, but it can take shrimp and small tetras. I'm talking about the South American leaf fish. It is called the leaf fish because it has the ability to mimic a leaf to avoid larger predators like peacock bass, pike cichlids, and piranhas. So the South American leaf fish is found in Brazil, Peru, Venezuela, Colombia, and Bolivia. It is found in shallow water with little or no flow in areas where fallen leaves collect. It grows to an adult size of about 4 to 6 inches. It eats small fish, shrimp, worms, and other live aquatic animals. It is an incredibly adapted species. This fish is camouflaged to mimic a dead leaf, both in body shape and pattern. It can change color to match its surroundings and has a projection from its bottom lip that resembles a leaf stalk. When hunting, it stalks its prey in a head down stance, appearing to drift towards it like a dead leaf drifting in a current. In reality, the fish is propelled by tiny movements of its transparent fins. When it strikes an item of prey, the entire mouth protrudes outwards, forming a large tube into which the prey is sucked, usually head first. This happens so quickly it is often difficult to see. It can swallow prey almost as big as itself in this way, which is pretty cool. So think of it like a non-catfish version of a gulper cat. I've never kept South American lungfish, but the next time my buddy Bob at Malone's Monsters or Aquatic Rarities get them in, I'm going to pick them up. And maybe if Kevin at tangledupincichlids.com gets them in, I will pick some up. They're a pretty cool fish. And I would love to set up a tank just for the South American leaf fish and maybe some other cool predatory fish. All right. The next species of aquatic creatures we're going to talk about, very popular in the aquarium hobby, and very popular tropical fish. It is the largest species of catfish out there. And in other words, it is the largest species of armored catfish out there. There are hundreds upon hundreds of different species of this fish out there. You've got the common algae eating ones, you've got the wood eating ones, and you've got the meat eating ones. Of course, I am talking about Plecostomus. Very, very cool armored cat from South America. They are referred to by their L numbers. There's so many of them that they have to be identified by L numbers, but they are a pretty interesting fish. So, pictured there, you can see a green phantom pleco, a triple beacon pleco, a royal panicu, a Farella whiptail catfish, a snowball pleco, and some sort of a bushy nose pleco, as well as a whiptail catfish. Those are some examples of the Plecostomus loricarids. Very cool fish from South America. Some of them are algae eaters, some of them are wood eaters like the panicu, and some of them are meat eaters like your red fin cactus pleco, titanic pleco, etc. There are 92 genera and just over 680 species. These fish are noted for the bony plates covering their bodies and their sucker mouths. Several genera are sold as plecos or Plecostomus. Some loricrids are not considered Plecostomus, such as the Farella catfish. Some types of loricarids are often referred to by their L number. This has become common since imports of loricarid catfish from South America often included specimens that have not been taxonomically described. Currently, L numbers are used not only by fish keeping enthusiasts, but also by biologists, since they represent a useful stopgap until a new species of fish is given a full taxonomic name. In some cases, two different L-numbered catfish have turned out to be different populations of the same species, while in other cases, multiple but superficially similar species have all been traded under a single L number. And this family of fish is so huge that I'll be doing a separate episode of Life on the Amazon in the future, just on Plecostomus and loricrids. So that's going to be a pretty cool episode of Life in the Amazon. They are the largest catfish family, including about 684 species and about 92 genera, with new species being described each and every single year. You know, I haven't had a Plecostomus in a long time. The last Plecostomus I had was a rhino Plecostomus, and he pooped a lot. And that's a common trait for Plecostomus because they eat a lot. But I was thinking when I upgraded my Severums, my chocolate cichlids, my vulture cats, and all my South American fish to my 180 along with the gold wolffish, that maybe I'll add some Plecostomus to that aquarium. I really like the L200 green phantom pleco, but I really haven't had luck with that fish. I bought 3 or 4, and I lost 3 or 4 within 6 months. I think it's because they're wild caught and they come in malnourished and they don't eat. And also, I would like to get an L191 dual-eyed royal pleco. They eat driftwood and veggies, and I think it would be a nice addition to my aquarium. All right, let's see. We've got 4 more species to talk about. The next species I'm going to talk about, I have a passion, I have a lot of love for, and I have a little bit of knowledge of. This fish was a dream fish of mine. For many years growing up as a child, I've always wanted one of these fish. It started when I went to the New England Aquarium at the age of 10, and I saw a group of these in their Amazon display. And I went home, I forgot the name, and then I basically described the fish to all my local fish store owners, and they couldn't tell what it was. And then at the age of 13, I joined several tropical fish forums, and I finally found the name. And from then on, I began tracking them down and trying to find them. And it took several years. Believe it or not, none of the fish stores in Western Mass could get this particular fish. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't try to order it. Maybe they didn't believe that I was going to buy it because I was young. But it wasn't until I was a teenager, 16 or 17 years old, that I was able to actually get my first species of this fish. And ever since then, I've kept them. Every freshwater tank I've had at least one of them. And I have been successful in keeping them in a group. Most people say that they need to be kept singly because they will kill other same species, but not true. They have a little bit of fights, but nothing bad. So the next unique fish we're going to talk about is like the Amazon salmon. This next fish is South America's salmon, even though it belongs to the Cherison family. And if you guessed flagtail procholotus, you are correct. I mean, look at the beautiful coloration on that tail and the red color and the silver color. And they get really, really big too, which is what I like. I like big fish. So the flagtail procholotus, a really awesome algae-eating tetra. It's an algae-eating cherison. So the flagtail procholotus is native to Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, Guyana, and Brazil. It migrates and spawns in the river channels, but feeds mostly in the floodplains. It can also be found in floodplain lakes and forest streams. The semi-procholotus grows to 14 inches. Semi-procholotus, flagtail procholotus, are one of the most common and widespread shoaling fish found in South America. Over a dozen species have been described, but most are never imported. They are used as a food fish in their native countries. A lot of people catch and eat this fish, but some of them are imported into the aquarium hobby, and that's where people like me who love flagtail procholotus get to keep them in their home aquarium. They're a very good fish to have in an aquarium because they will take care of any sort of algae in your aquarium, which is a plus because you want something to eat algae, and the flagtail procholotus is your fish. They are a much better algae eater than a Plecostomus or a Simonese algae eater or any other algae eater on the market. I will put them in their own category as the best algae eater, hands down, in my personal opinion. So there's a reason why I called this fish the South American salmon, because just like the salmon, it migrates twice a year. The first event is a spawning migration at the start of the wet season when the fish move from nutrient poor black and clear water tributaries and streams into the more turbulent white, silt-laden waters near the heads of rivers to spawn. They may travel several hundred kilometers and can even be seen leaping through rapids in a similar fashion to salmon. Post-spawning, the fertilized eggs drift downstream and into the nutrient-rich floodplains. These act as the perfect nurseries for the fry to feed and grow. The adults, meanwhile, return to exactly the same flooded forest tributary from where they came to feed for the next 3 to 4 months. They then migrate again in the middle of the wet season, moving once more from the tributaries upstream into the nutrient-rich rivers, where they may enter many different tributaries. They continue this activity until the water level drops. When it rises once more, the fish spawn again in the mouth of the tributary they are currently in. Interestingly, it appears that older fish do not undertake these migrations, and that is the flagtail Procholotus. There is an episode of Aqua Alex Live. I have done a species profile on the flagtail Procholotus. So to find out how to keep the flagtail Procholotus in the home aquarium, just go to my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinelli, and find my Aqua Alex Live playlist and search for it there. All right. So our next creature we're going to talk about is another aquatic mammal. And this is another one that is believed to be only a saltwater creature, but there is a freshwater species that lives in South America. And it is a very, very cool looking creature. And that is the South American manatee, also known as the Amazonian manatee. So the Amazonian manatee is an aquatic mammal with a bizarre appearance, first described as follows: a curious combination of a seal and a hippopotamus. They also have the name sea cow and come from the Surana order. Living just in bodies of fresh water, these manatees are typically found in lagoons and lakes, often off the branches of bigger rivers. This enables them to travel back and forth between access points when they are in need of a good supply of plant life to eat. The Amazonian manatee has been sighted in all parts of the Amazon River basin. In the wild, these animals live for up to 30 years, and in captivity, around 12.5 years. Amazonian manatees occur throughout the Amazon basin in northern South America, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Brazil. They only live in freshwater, and they prefer oxbows, black water lakes, and lagoons, which have deep connections to big rivers and plenty of aquatic vegetation. As herbivorous species, the Amazonian manatee eats aquatic vegetation like grasses, water hyacinthus, and water lettuce. It will also eat floating palm fruits. And that is the Amazonian manatee. All right. Our last two final creatures are both species of tropical fish, and they both are available in the aquarium hobby. Up first is the South American knife fish. Pretty awesome fish that includes the black ghost knife, the brown knife fish, the tiger knife fish, and the marble zebra knife fish. Now, South American knife fish have long bodies and swim using undulations of their elongated anal fin. They live only in freshwater, and they are mostly nocturnal fish capable of producing electric fields for navigation, communication, and in the case of the electric eel, which we talked about last week, the electric eel is a species of knife fish, attack and defense. A few species are familiar to the aquarium trade, such as the black ghost knifefish, the glass knifefish, and the banded knifefish. There are 250 valid knifefish species from South America in 34 genera and 5 families. And they are a very nocturnal fish, which means they are a night swimmer. They're only active during the night. But in the aquarium, they may be active during the day with dim lighting. All right, now it's time for my last species of fish that I'm going to talk about, and it's a species of catfish. Look at that. What do you think that catfish looks like? If you guessed a banjo, you are correct. The banjo catfish is our final unique aquatic creature that we are going to talk about. The banjo catfish is found throughout the major tropical rivers of South America. The banjo catfish refers to their overall body shape with a depressed head and slender caudal pedicle that in some species gives the appearance of a banjo. Banjo catfish lack an adipose fin, and most species lack the dorsal spine locking mechanism. Banjo cats can grow anywhere from 4 to 12 inches in length, and they are extremely popular in the aquarium hobby. And you can find them at wet spot tropical fish, for the most part, available year-round. Pretty cool fish. Alrighty. Well, that wraps up Life in the Amazon episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast teaching you guys about the most unique South American aquatic creatures. This is going to be the final episode of 2021, but don't you worry, Life in the Amazon resumes in 2022. So basically just like a week and a half hiatus to a 2-week hiatus. My next episode of Life in the Amazon is going to be on popular aquarium fish that live in South America. It'll be episode 1. Featured on this episode will be discus, angelfish, cardinal tetras, neon tetras, rummy nose tetras, and a couple monster fish species. So I can't wait to talk about all those animals. The first episode of Life in the Amazon, January 2022, probably the second week of January, I will do my first episode of Life in the Amazon, episode 4. So get ready for that, folks. What species of South American fish do you want me to talk about? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, January 3rd, Aqua Alex Live kicks off the new year with an interview with Tangled Up in Cichlids owner Kevin Cumberton. That is going to be phenomenal. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinelli, to watch all my future episodes of Life in the Amazon and Aqua Alex Live, as well as my cooking and baking videos, my WWE videos, and more. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Enjoy the aquarium hobby, tank on, feed your fish quality fish food, and do lots of water changes to make your fish have a happy life. Goodbye, everybody. Hey, tropical fish keepers, Aqua Alex Cardinelli here, and I'm bringing you major news and exciting news. I am proud to announce that the very first episode of Aqua Alex Live in 2022 is going to be legendary. Why? Well, I have a legendary guest kicking it off. On Monday, January 3rd, 2022, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, I am going to interview Kevin Cumberton, the owner of TangledUpInCichlids.com. TangledUpInCichlids.com is an online tropical fish store providing aquarium hobbyists like myself with quality Central and South American cichlids, African cichlids, tetras and barbs, catfish and plecos, and even North American fish. You'll find species like Jack Dempsey, firemouth, different types of oscar, including the wild-caught bumblebee oscar, different types of geophagus and several, waru, black-tailed lotus, different types of silver dollars, and different types of barbs, plecos, and even North American fish species like smallmouth bass and black crappie. I have personally purchased fish from Kevin at TangledUpInCichlids.com. I have purchased 4 flag-tailed lotus and a couple of leporinas. You may see them swim behind me. But I'm pretty sure the flagtails are on the opposite side of the aquarium. But the fish came in healthy. They are doing great. They do very well. And they have put on some size. Kevin sells fantastic fish at a great price. It is my pleasure to say that I'm going to have the opportunity to interview him. Monday, January 3rd, 2022, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Kevin Cumberton will join Aqua Alex Live for a fun interview. TangledUpInCichlids.com was founded decades ago by Jeff Rapp, who recently retired a number of years ago, and Kevin took over the business. Find out why Kevin took over Tangled Up in Cichlids and his goal was the future of TangledUpInCichlids.com and any future fish species that Kevin wants to import. Do you have questions for Kevin at TangledUpInCichlids.com? Email them to me, alexgoyankeescardinelli19@gmail.com. I will personally ask Kevin your questions and make sure you get your answers. So go purchase some fish from TangledUpInCichlids.com. Mark your calendars. Monday, January 3rd, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Kevin Cumberton, the owner of Tangled Up in Cichlids, will be live on Aqua Alex Live right here on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinelli. Check out Tangled Up in Cichlids and be here or be square January 3rd. Aqua Alex Cardinelli here, and I'm here to announce the Ultimate Aquarium Hobbyist Giveaway. On Sunday, March 6, 2022, I will proudly celebrate my 8th year as a YouTuber. And to celebrate and say thank you to all the amazing aquarium hobbyists and tropical fish keepers who have supported my YouTube channel over the last 8 years, I am doing the Ultimate Aquarium Hobbyist Giveaway. There are 3 amazing prizes. The first prize is a $100 gift certificate to Tangled Up in Cichlids. Tangled Up in Cichlids is home to many awesome South and Central American cichlids such as Oscars, Severums, Waru, Angelfish, Jack Dempsey's, Viajas, and much more. They also have catfish, plecos, cherisons, and even African cichlids. The second prize is a $100 gift certificate to Aquatic Rarities, Inc., aka Malone's Monsters. Now, Bob at Malone's Monsters and Aquatic Rarities is a true aquarium hobbyist with a love for monster fish and tropical fish in general. You will find things like lungfish, Lipterus, arowanas, four-eyed anablips, and more cool oddball fish at Aquatic Rarities. And the last prize giveaway, and the third prize, is Little Egypt Aquarium Club gift certificate donated by Little Egypt Aquarium Club founder Jeremy Stellhorn. Now, on the Little Egypt Aquarium Club website, you will find aquarium supplies for sale, like Fluval FX6 canister filter, hang on the back filters, aquarium heaters, and some awesome tropical fish food. You will be able to use that gift certificate to purchase some amazing aquarium supplies. So, aquarium hobbyists, to enter this giveaway, it's really simple. All you need to do is film a video of your aquarium and your tropical fish. In the video, talk about your favorite tropical fish species. Then tell me about what new fish you want to get and what aquarium supplies you can use. So, since Tangled Up in Cichlids and Aquatic Rarities only supply freshwater fish, it is beneficial for freshwater hobbyists to enter. However, saltwater hobbyists are encouraged to enter as well. And if a saltwater hobbyist wins, they will win a gift card to either Live Aquaria or Blue Zoo Aquatics, provided that the winner is a saltwater hobbyist. So all you've got to do is film a video of your aquarium and your fish, and also talk about your favorite tropical fish species, talk about what new fish you want to get, and what aquarium supplies you can use. Email your video to alexgoyankeescardinelli19@gmail.com by no later than March 1st, 2022. In your email, leave your name, your contact information in case you win, and of course, your video. Each video entry will be uploaded to my channel and in my giveaway playlist. The top 3 videos with the most views and likes will be the 3 winners, and they will be announced live on March 6, 2022 during my 8-year YouTube anniversary celebration live stream. Good luck, aquarium hobbyists. This contest is open to every aquarium hobbyist, whether freshwater or saltwater, and any aquarium hobbyist in the United States of America. So enter right now. Good luck, and I can't wait to see your videos. Remember the deadline to enter, March 1st. Thank you for watching this episode of Aqua Alex Live here on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinelli. I hope you, the amazing tropical fish keepers, enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinelli, if you enjoyed this video, to see some more awesome episodes of Aqua Alex Live. Tank on, fish keepers, and I'll see you on the next Aqua Alex Live. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! Santa Claus Alex Cardinelli here, inviting you to be a part of the inaugural Christmas 2021 Bash, airing live just 2 days before Christmas, Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. Join me, Santa Claus Alex Cardinelli, for a fun Christmas 2021 bash, featuring an appearance from Chef Alex with Chef Alex's best cookie recipes. I have a very important message to give as Santa Claus, and I'll give out Christmas present ideas and so much more. Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays. Mark your calendars, Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. Christmas 2021 Bash, live right here on Alex's YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinelli. See you then, folks. Merry Christmas. Hey, legendary Alex Cardinelli here. I'm inviting you, my viewers, to be a part of history. Come tune in to my inaugural New Year's Eve bash live Friday, December 31st, 2021 at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Join me as I end 2021 in style and begin 2022 with a bang. Live on my New Year's Eve bash, I am going to review the year that was 2021. I will discuss the good and the bad of 2021. I will discuss my best YouTube videos of 2021. I will discuss my New Year resolutions for 2022, and there will be viewer interactivity. Some of my subscribers will be on my video to discuss their New Year resolutions. All that and more, including an appearance from Chef Alex Cardinelli, who will be giving out delicious alcoholic beverage recipes as well as delicious appetizer recipes as well. So join me live Friday, December 31st, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, as the final episode of 2021 is sure to be a banger. We'll see you on New Year's Eve for a fun special broadcast right here on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinelli, New Year's Eve, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific.